Hey everyone, Dusty coming at you with Rebel Mailbag Monday. And before we get started, just want to say uh, Monday Night Football is on tonight. Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins. So, you know who I'm going to be rooting for? Of course, the Cowboys. Um, Another thing, if you guys have any comments, questions, anything about the videos, you guys can, of course, put them in the comment section down below, or you can actually send them directly to me on my YouTube channel. I'll have my little username on there. Um, and as far as questions, Twitter questions, you just send them to me at my link, and of course I'll have that posted as well. But I mean, if you guys have any ideas of what you guys would like to see, what more questions you would like answered, just let me know, and I'll do my best to uh, make sure that the changes get affected, and we will, of course, make it a lot better for you guys. Because I mean, obviously, I'm just kind of doing this on my own free time, and it is a lot of fun, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. But I mean, without your guys' comments, and questions and everything, of course, can't really be done. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get with today's questions. And the first question comes from MJS Bears, and the question is: so if the game is called Final Fantasy, why has there been 14 of them released? Well, actually, there's been more than 14 released. You've got, of course, the series on Game Boy, which I know that they've re-released several of them on the handheld systems. It's kind of like the movie Never Ending Story, how there were three of them when technically there only should have been one. But each actually Final Fantasy game has different characters, except for, well, there's 10, 10 2, and then of course this newest one is going to have some characters from the latest Final Fantasy as well. Um, Pretty much, you've got your set of characters, and technically it is their Final Fantasy. Um, I know the game is called Final Fantasy, so you think it would end after like one, but it's actually that group's Final Fantasy into whatever quest is being set upon. If they're I mean, if they're trying, of course, taking out the big boss. Um, but I mean, that's kind of, well, and plus, when you've got a great franchise like Final Fantasy, I mean, you're not going to stop making games. It's like, well, Halo. They're coming out with another Halo game, which you thought after Bungie was done, that was going to be it with Halo, but unfortunately, of course not. Microsoft's got it now, and they're going to do their own little Halo run. Um, so we'll see how that goes. And I know there's a new Final Fantasy game coming out, so of course you'll have to check that out. Should be on both PS3 and 360. Haven't heard much about it, but I guess we'll see when it comes out. Thanks for the question. And next one is from Jimmy Two Times. Question is: why do people hate Apple? And not the fruit, but actually the company. I'm not really sure why people hate Apple. I guess it's because I mean, like, every time you turn around, Apple's got new products coming out. They've got a whole line of products. I mean, that they have released annually. With the iPhone, we've got iPhone 5 coming out. Um, After the iPad came out, of course, iPad 2 was not that far away. Uh, they've got they started out with the iPod Classics, and now they've of course got iPod Touches. Um, but as far as like a group, I think I think people don't like Apple because of its popularity. It's like it's kind of like of course, like in high school, you've got like the big popular kid that everyone likes, but you have those people that don't like them. Um, and the reason why I don't like Apple, of course, because I'm a PC person. Um, one, their laptops cost way too much. I don't know how anybody can afford one of those. Um, Even like their desktops are highly priced, and you can get a PC um, for 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 the amount of for the amount of cost, for well or less the amount of cost that it is just for an Apple desktop, and your PC can do a lot more than that Apple can. Also, I don't like the fact that you can't interchange, of course, like hardware. Anything that has to be, and of course, has to be sent into Apple, which is just ridiculous because I like to, go into my computer. I like to change my hard drive. I like to put a new video card in. I like to mess around with my stuff. Another reason why I don't like Apple is because they control pretty much when they're shipping their items, how much they're shipping, and who is getting them. I know every company does that, but Apple, I've seen, has been a lot stricter about that. Um, and I mean, of course, I'm saying it's a bad thing, but it's also a good thing because the less you have of that product, the more people are going to want it, and uh, people are going to wait for that. And as soon as more comes out, or say for some odd reason you have a newer model come out, then people are going to buy those newer models. So I mean, it's all marketing on their part. I mean, granted, they are really good at that. That's why they've succeeded. That's why they keep succeeding. Um, but they better be careful because Android's coming, and I've got an Android phone, so Android's hitting them pretty hard, which makes me happy. It's kind of like David versus Goliath when it comes to that. So that is actually it for the questions today. Thanks for sending those questions, Jimmy and Bears. And just to let you guys know, next week in the weeks ahead, I'm going to start running a contest for some Gears 3 gear. And if everyone who participates could have a chance of winning a Gears of War 3 skull cap. It's pretty cool. Got the, of course, Gears of War symbol, Gears of War 3. It's pretty nice. It's nice and soft. So it'll keep your ears warm, keep your head warm with winter coming up. So that's it for this week's Rebel Mailbag Monday. So get those questions to me. If you guys have any comments, any questions, of course, let me know. Any ways to improve the show, also let me know as well. So we will see you guys later next Monday and get those questions in, and we will, of course, I'll answer those. And don't forget, you send a question in, you can get entered in to win this awesome skull cap. So I'm kind of jealous that I don't have any more. Maybe I might have some more. I don't know. I'll have to dig around. But we will see you guys later.